Okay, so this is the area where I stage my rocks. So when I do my cleanouts, I bring them here to the kitchen table, and I put a big towel on there, and this is where I sort through my rocks and do my cleanouts and stuff. So I kind of prioritize Bahias because I'm working on this Bahia project. So for me, these are the rocks that I'm going to move in my small 3-pound tumblers first. So I kind of keep these separate from everything else. This is all my other raw material here. No point in showing you this because it doesn't matter. But I keep everything to the side. So these are obviously everything over there gets prioritized, and then, you know, when this batch is done, anything in here is up for grabs, and I'll start working on. So anything that goes in the 3-pound tumbler is basically getting close, or it just needs that finer touch. In this crate, I keep smaller material for filler for the 3-pound tumbler. It's a combination of random scraps, the ceramic media you can get, and this kind of ebbs and flows. Right now I'm getting a little low, so I might have to get some more. But you can do without it. I just think it helps. And then over here, so this is some of the material I've been cutting up over the last month or so. And everything here is, you know, roughly that size, this size. All this stuff will go into my 12-pound tumblers. And so I'll just make decisions from there when to move it on to the 3-pound tumblers. So I have a ton of material in those 2 boxes. I don't even know how much. I forgot to show you. I also have this not giant, it's just a regular sized milk crate, but everything in this is kind of the end of my raw material. So everything in here is stuff that's just way too big to tumble. Even in the 12-pound tumbler. I mean, I guess you could, but you'd be at it for like 2 years. So everything in here is stuff I'm going to do saw work on. And so maybe once, twice a month, I get my tile saw out and I go that route. So, tumbling stuff there. And then when I actually do my cleanouts, I do everything out here. Sorry for the terrible camera work. So I usually do my cleanouts here. Put my 5-gallon bucket or in this corner. And you can get buckets, you know, from Home Depot. I prefer this little guy here too. It's got some kind of coating on it for paint, and the slurry just slides right off it. It's hard to explain, but it pours really nice. It doesn't stick. See how that's kind of like, not that it matters, but it seems to just be nice. I stage all my raw material that I've collected out here. I'm going to go through that eventually. And then I keep, once you pour the slurry, you can, the thicker stuff you can keep, and I let that dry out. And that's why I have 2 5-gallon buckets. So one dries out and I have the other in use. And then I pour the dry material in here, and then after, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, I just dump that, or sometimes I reuse it too. And this is my flat lap setup. Pretty rudimentary for sure. I just run the line down there on a little bit of an angle, and I've got my water drip system up here. I can just untuck this line, just unhook that, and then I self feed it down here with my hand, with my offhand. Saw blades, water bottles, and then this is all material that I'm gonna do like light flat lap work on. So stuff that just has stuff I could do in the saw, but I just prefer to do it here because this doesn't need a heavy touch. And then everything here is when I'm doing my cleanouts, things that I want to take an extra look at, or are just getting beat up too bad, or I think need to go in the saw, or whatever. Just things I don't want to put back in the tumbler end up here, and then I sort through them usually every other week or so and just kind of see what's going on. So I have a pretty continuous flow of material going here, but just wanted to show you that.